This is a Powerworks podcast short with Glenn Power and me, James Piecowye.
The Mercedes Maybach S-Class. That's a beautiful looking vehicle with the Dolby Atmos sound system in it.
Why not? Why not?
And so when we start talking about the Dolby Atmos sound, a word that we're now starting to hear more and more is immersive sound. And this is not just having lots of speakers. This is having directional sound built into things. And even if you're listening to music with immersive sound, it becomes spectacular. Like it is. A, you've got more speakers, but B, it's very much pinpointing where sound is coming from. And they put this into a Maybach, and the reviewer was saying, this was insane. It was, it's a Maybach, but it's still insane if this is the future of sound in vehicles.
I mean, I think it's the Escalade, but it might be one of the smaller Cadillacs, maybe one of the XTSs or something, that have the 478 speaker sound systems where they've got them in the headrests and they've got them in and when you so my Touareg, I mean, it's probably 300,000 kilometers on it now. We'll just keep fixing it, but I put a screen in it with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on it, and it had Bluetooth on there, but I wanted to have maps on it, which it did have, but they weren't up to date. So I put a new screen with all that on it. And at the same time, we upgraded the speakers in the door. Okay. And it makes such a massive difference to driving the car.
Yeah.
Genuinely makes a huge difference. So, you can't, it's very hard to say, it's very hard to understate how, to me anyway, having a decent sound system and good sound quality in a car makes a huge difference to how the car feels. Because one of the things you have to remember.
It used to be the big thing. Everyone we used to buy, I remember back in the 80s, late 70s, you buy a car, you swap out the stereo. First thing you're doing is you're getting rid of the stereo, you're putting in new speakers.
But because of the way sound deadening's improved now, because of the way you can, I could take the sound system out of a modern car, let's say this Maybach, and put it into a Nissan Sunny, but it ain't going to sound the same.
No,
because there's no sound deadening, there's no build quality really there. So you've got the build quality isn't there, but the finish isn't the same. So the insulation, the way the doors close, the way they seal, the way the glass, how Maybach's got double glazed windows for a start, these sort of things.
Imagine?
Yeah. So these are the things. I mean, a lot of the Audis are double glazed. I think my S6 is double glazed, and that's like 16 years old. But you've got all these things that are critical to you've got to have you're a sound guy, right? You can't go into a recording studio with the greatest artist in the world if that studio's just a shed.
Right.
They're not going to sound right.
Yep.
Great mic, great voice, but it's not
Bad
a proper
environment.
studio. The acoustics aren't right.
I always put sound down now when we talk about sound in this Maybach and the Atmos, and it's going to show up in everything they're saying. The Mercedes, it's going to go through the S-Class line.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking at Volvos are going to be doing this kind of stuff. It's everywhere.